Okay, let us start. In previous classes, I explained about the flow control concept in Python. In that, we have the selection statements, iterative statement, transfer statements, and based on that, I explained. Based on that, in selection statement, I explained if and if else, if else. Next, in iterative statement, I explained while, for, while with else, while with else, for with else, and transfer statement I explained break and control. Okay, and after that I explained the programs based on that concept, these concepts. If you have any doubts, please let me know. I will explain that concept again if you want. If you have in this, anyone has any doubts, please let me know. Next, we will see the topic of array concept. We will see the concept of array, then we will write the programs based on that concept array. Okay. Okay. Arrays. With help of one variable, we can represent only one value, like a is equal to 10. It is representing only value. If you want to represent a group of element, in that case, we use the arrays. In Python, we have the to represent group of elements. We have list, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay, these are used to represent a group of element. Let us start with the list. It is used to represent the elements with the help of square brackets. With the help of square brackets. Okay, and it can contain different data types. Like integer, float, and boolean, string. It can contain the different data types in that elements. That is called the homogeneous. It can accessed based on index. Okay, it can ask access based on index. It is, and also it is mutable, means changeable, updatable, mutable. The list we can represent a group of elements. Okay, it is used to represent the elements with the square brackets. it can contain the different data types. String, tuple, sorry, string, boolean, float, we can represent in that group of elements. It can access based on index. It can be changeable, means it is mutable. Sorry, anyone has any doubts? Okay. Let us see some of the function in the list. Append. It is used to first. Let's see the examples of list. L is equal to 10, 20, 60. The list. We are representing the elements with the square brackets. Top type. Yeah, you can see the type of list. It is type of the collection, that is the list. Okay. And we can add the 7.5. I'm adding, let us see one string. Suresh. I'm adding one boolean. Float I am adding, string I am adding, boolean element I am adding. Print of L. Okay. This is a list contain the different data types. Okay. We can access the elements based on index. Suppose index are starting with the starting index is 0. Okay. L of 0 means 10 we will get. Starts 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means we get the true boolean value. Just print the element with for loop and with based on total. I want to print the all the elements with the help of for loop and with based on index. Okay, first let us print the with the help of for loop. For I in L. Print of I N. Okay, we are getting the elements one by one. In the first iteration, I contains the 10, next iteration 20, 60, 7.5, Suresh, true. Until all the elements in the list will be completed, the loop will be repeatedly executed to print the all the elements. Okay. Let us print the based on index value. J is equal to 0. L of J. You now exclude the elements, only one element we get because J contains 0. Every time loop will be repeatedly until the all the elements completing up to completion of all the elements, but we get the only output 10. Let us see. Okay, you can observe it. So to get the all the elements in the list, we have to increment the J value. J is equal to J plus 1. Okay, we are getting the all elements in the list. This can be, we can print the all elements with help of while loop also. Let's see that also. While J less than length of L. Length of L function gives the number of elements in the list. Print of L of J. Here it became the infinite loop. Repeatedly 10 is printing. It will not end the loop because we are not incrementing the J value. J is equal to J plus 1. Okay, this is the correct. How to access the all the elements based on index with for based on index and with only for loop. Let us see some of the functions in the list. It is append. It is used to add the element at the end of list. Suppose L dot append let us add one more string Mohan. Okay, in the output we are getting the, now if you see the output 10, 20, 60, 7.5 Suresh true, only we are getting. Let us see, we are getting the Mohan also. Okay, you can see the Mohan is also getting. If you print outside of the loop also get the list print of L. Okay, moon is added at the end. Next is the insert. It is used to insert the element at the specified location. Specified index also. You can call it a specified index. L dot insert. With insert, we have to take the two arguments. One is the index, next is the element to add. Here, at the zeroth position, let us try to insert the some name mango. I have obtained the fruit that is mango at the zeroth position. We have to get the mango 10, 20, 60, 7.5, Suresh, true, Mohan. Okay, let's see. Okay, at zeroth position is mango is inserted. And we can access the element based on in reverse order also. Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last index. Minus 1 is a here. If we suppose here we write the minus print of L of minus 1 means we get the mon. Mon is at the end. Okay, you can observe that mon is the next. If you type minus 2, you will get true. Minus 3. Suresh, like we can pin the elements in reverse order also. Let us try that one. G is called minus of length of minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then can see the another function extend. Extend is used to combine the two lists. Two lists. Extend. Let us see one example. L is equal to, we have this list. Let us type this L1, L2, mango, grapes, banana. These are two lists. Okay, I want to combine these two lists to make it to one list. L1 dot extend L2 dot L1. Okay, you can see that two lists are combined to make it the one list. So you want, you can combine the three lists also. Suppose L3. L3 has some fruits. Kiwi, berry. Yeah, L1, L2, L3. All the elements should be combined to get the only one list. L1 extend L3. Okay. Print out L3. Sorry, L1 we have to print. You can see the third three lists are combined and to made a one list. With the help of extend, we can combine the all the lists. Let us see the functions. Remove. It is used to remove the element from list. Pop. It is also used to remove the element. but based on index. In remove, sorry, in remove function, we have to give the element. Which element we want to remove? That element we have to give the in remove function. In pop, we have to give the position in which index position we want to remove the element. We have to give that index position. You know, let us see that examples. Okay, if you print L1, we have all the combined lists. So at this position, I want to remove the berry. I want to remove the berry fruit from the list. Again, let us print the L1. Okay, you can see, you can observe that in first list we have the berry. In second list, after perform the remove operation, we didn't get the berry fruit. Okay, let us see the prop function. Prop of let us remove the Suresh name. That location, that index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suresh position name, Suresh position is 4. 4. We print the list, we didn't get the name Suresh. You can observe that in first list, second list, we have the Suresh. We have removed the Suresh based on index. Okay. In third, when we print the list, third time we didn't get the any name Suresh. Okay, these are remove. Suppose if we use the pop without any index, pop L1 dot pop, at the end element will be removed. Okay, you can observe that kiwi element. At the end is a kiwi element. That element will be removed. And you can use the keyword delete. Del keyword can be used. Delete the element. Or total list itself. Total list. Let us delete del L1 of zeroth position. Print of L1. The 10 is removed. At zeroth position, we have the 10. That 10 is removed. You can observe that this 10 is removed from the list by using the del command. you give del of L1, total list is itself will be removed, with including the reference name L1 also. If you try to print, we get the no list is available like we get. Okay, name L1 is not defined. It is telling because we have performed the delete operation on list. Del L1 means it is total list is deleted, including the reference L1. Okay, if you comment this one, we get the output. We get the output list. Okay, is the after deletion of zeroth position, you are getting the list without first element. Suppose if we write here another function, we have clear. Clear. It is used to remove all the elements. From list. It is same like the del keyword and remove del and list name. But here it will remove the elements, not reference ID. That's it shows the here where del L1 means total list itself will be removed, including the reference ID. Whereas if you use the L1 dot clear, it will make the empty list. When we print the list again, we get the okay. You can observe that we are getting the empty list. Okay, I'm removing all this. You will get a confusion. Okay, let's see other functions. Sort is what is sort. It is used to sort the elements. In the list. It is used to reverse the elements. In the list. Okay, let us see the examples. L1 dot sort so or sort. Okay, you see the output. We are not printing. Print of L1. Okay, we are getting the sorted output. If you want a reverse of these numbers, we can use after sorting. If you apply the reverse function, reverse, you get the sorting in reverse order. You can see the reverse order. If you, instead of that, we can use the L1 dot. Suppose you want to sort the elements in reverse order, we have the option sort in the brackets or sort function, or we have to give the argument reverse is equal to true. Print of L1. Let us comment these lines. We are getting the same sorting, reverse sorting in reverse order. If you don't give the, we get the sorting in ascending order. If you want a descending order, we have to give the option reverse is called true. We get the reverse. Get the sorting in reverse order. And we have min, max, if we apply these on list, we get the max, minimum element, from list. This is the maximum value element, max, maximum element. From list, we get the as output. Just comment this. Print of max of L1, print of min of L1. Okay, maximum is 100, minimum is 10. We are getting. Suppose in list we want to change element based on index, it is possible. L1, I want to change the zeroth position. I want to insert some name. I want to give a zeroth position in place of 10. I want to print the Raju. Print of L1. Okay. You can observe that in the 10th place, I have replaced it with Raju. I want to use the range from 20, 60. I want to change at a time. L1 1 colon 3. Here I want to change the L of 0 means here I'm changing only one value, that is at 0th position. L of 1 column 3 means I'm changing a group of elements, range of elements. It is represent 1 and 2. It is considered n minus 1. Suppose 3 is the n, it considers 1 to 2 only. Rajesh. You can observe that 20, 60 is replaced with Mohan and Rajesh. Okay. At 0th location, I have replaced with Raju. From second to this is index 1. Next is a 2. 1 to 2, I replace with Mohan and Rajesh. You can observe this. Let us see the tuple. Let us see the tuple. It is in this tuples, elements are represented with the parentheses. And tuple in list of we representing elements with the help of square brackets. It is used to represent the elements with the list. Sorry, with the square brackets. Whereas tuple with the square brackets. Elements can be accessed based on index. The main difference between list and tuple is not a changeable. It is immutable. It is not updatable, changeable. That is immutable. That's why you can't apply the most of the function insert, update, insert, uh, append, remove. All these functions we can't apply on tuple because we not able to change the tuple. It is also contains all the data types. It also contains all the data types. To compare it with the list, the main difference between list and tuple is immutable, mutable. List is the mutable, whereas tuple is immutable. Means you can't change the tuple elements. A tuple is represented with the elements parentheses. It also contains all the data types. It can access based on index. Starting index is 0. This is the main difference. List is the changeable, whereas tuple is not changeable. Let us see the tuple example. If you change the square brackets to rounded brackets, this becomes the tuple. Print of type of L1. Okay, this is a tuple. Suppose if you are trying to change the elements, we get the error. L1 of 0 is called, I want to insert the at 0th position, I want to insert the 100. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay, you can see this. Suppose if you want to this function doesn't have the append function in tuple because it's not the updatable assignment. Attribute a function, we don't have function append function in tuple. Simple functions we have count index like print of index of L1 dot index of, it gives the, suppose if you give the 100, get the index position of 100. Okay, this is the index position 0 1 2 3 4 5. 5 is the index position. print of L1 dot count 30. Display the how many times 30 is available in the list. This is the index position. One is the number of elements that is available in the list. Suppose if we type the 30, we get the number 2. Okay. Yes, L1 near trying to assign some elements. Find that I'm getting the error. How to solve this? To add any elements, if you want to use any operation on the tuple, first we have to convert into list. Then we can perform any operation on the list. Then we can again convert into the tuple. That we can do on the tuple if you want to perform any operation on the tuple. Let us see that T1 is called list. Sorry. T1 is called list of L1. L1 is now converted into list. If you want, you can check it. T1. Now it is represented with a square bracket. Means it is converted into list. If you want to check the type also, type of T1 is the list. Now you can perform any operation on the list. T1 of 0 equal to 100. 100 let us insert 1000. And if you want to append any element 2000, so print I am able to change the at 0th position. 10 is replaced with 1000. I added 200 at end because it is the I converted the tuple into list. Then I add the element at the end. I replace one element with the 1000. Okay, I want to convert into I want to convert into back to tuple. Then how we can do m1 is equal to tuple. We have the tuple function, tuple of t1. Now m1 contains all the updatable elements including previous elements also. Now this list is converted into tuple. If you want to check the type also, type is the tuple. Okay. Let us see the third collection item. How to update the tuple elements? First, we have to process we have to convert list into tuple into list. Then we can perform the operation on list help of list methods. Then again we have to connect back to tuple. Okay, this is we can update the tuple elements. First, we have to convert into the list. Then we can perform any operations on the list with the help of the list method. Then again we can convert it back to the tuple. Then let us see all the collection elements set. That we use the represent elements with the help of curly brackets. These curly brackets. Whereas list and tuple can support the duplicate elements. It can contain the duplicate. In the tuple we can have the duplicate elements. List also can also contain the duplicate segments. But the main difference is compared to list and tuple, the set does not support the duplicate elements. It does not support the elements. it is unordered. So we can't access based on index. Set elements are represented with the curly brackets, and it does not support the duplicate elements, and it is unordered. The order we may not get any order, so we can't access the element based on index. So let us see the examples of set. It is unordered because that's why we can't access the elements based on index, and it is also not changeable. It is also not changeable, means immutable. It also can contain all the data types. It also contains all the data types, but when you print it, the order we may not guarantee. In which order we are getting the output, we don't know. In which order the elements it is printing, we don't have any guarantee. This order is we don't unordered. So can't access the elements based on index. Let us try to print L of 0. So we get the object is not substitutable, means based on index we not able to access the element. But with the help of for loop, we can access the element, each element, and we can print it up to completion of the elements. For I in L1, print of I. We are able to print all the elements from this set, but we don't have any guarantee in which order we are getting the output. The order is unordered. If you enter the 100 again, suppose we run the output, 100 is we are getting only one time because it does not support the duplicate elements. Print again here also. Set does not support the duplicate elements.
ఎంత ఫాస్ట్ చేస్తా
Okay. I typed 100 again. You can observe here, but it's taken only 100. It is omitted the another 100. It does not support the duplicate elements. Sorry. Compared to list tuple, it is the main difference. It does not support the duplicate elements and it is unordered. So we not able to access the element based on the indent. Let us see the last collection element, that is dictionary. It is also used to represent the elements with curly braces only, but it represents the key value pairs. Key value pairs are separated with the colon. Elements with curly braces only, but it contains it represents the values in key value pairs. And pairs are with colon. It is easy to represent is used to represent the elements with the curly braces, but it represents the key value pairs. Key value pairs. The key value pairs are separated with colon. We can access the elements based on key. Based on keys, we can access the elements from the dictionary. Let us see the examples on dictionary. T1 is called first name, Suresh. Okay.
నేను అంటాను కానీ అంటే
in the total dictionary. In dictionary, we have first name. This is a key and this is a value. First name is the key and Suresh is the name. That is the value. Last name is the key. Bodhige is the value. If you want to in the first name, we got this Suresh. Okay. Using the key, we put the pen. Suppose I want to change the first name. D1 of first name. Mohan. How the it behavior is, if the first name is not there in the a dictionary, it will be this key and value will be added to the dictionary. If it is already there, the key is already available in the dictionary, then that value will be updated. Here the key is already available. So value Suresh is replaced with Mohan. Print of D1. Let us remove this one. Okay. Suresh, in place of Suresh, Mohan is came because first name the key is already available in the dictionary. So the value is replaced with the Mohan. Suppose I'm giving the another key which is not available in the dictionary. Mobile 986706, I guess. This key is not available in the dictionary. This and key and values added to dictionary. If you want, you can check it. D1. Okay, this mobile is added. This same functionality we can get with help of update function. This same functionality in place of we can use update function. D1 dot update of. Here we need to specify the key value name, first name, Lakshman. I want to T1 mobile 9877770. Here same functionality we can perform the with update function. Here first name is or who is that one? Unmute yourself. First name is replaced with the Lakshman because already key is available in the list. So this already Suresh is there. That value replaced with Lakshman. Next time mobile is not there. So mobile key and value is added to the dictionary. Same functionality. Here in case of Suresh, I am getting the Lakshman. Same mobile is added to dictionary because mobile key is not available in the dictionary. Let us remove this to avoid the confusion. Add the mobile. I want to remove the one key and value pair. We can perform the operation with the help of pop. Pop. We have to specify the key. Which key and value pair we want to remove, that we have to specify the key. Only key we have to specify. Before the operation, if you print, we get the mobile. Mobile is available in the dictionary. T1. After operation, if you print, we don't get the any mobile key and value. Okay, you can see before operation of pop, if you print, we have the mobile key and value. After operation, the mobile key and value is removed. We have the pop item. See, pop item. We use this function. The last element will be removed. If the last element is mobile only, that element is same output we are going to get. You see, this last element. In the pop, we are specifying the which key and value pair we want to remove. If you specify pop item, at the end element will be removed from the dictionary. Okay. With the help of keyword, with the help of update, we are able to update the function. We can add and we can add the key value pairs and also we can change the value. Value of key. This can perform based on by specifying the index, also with the help of update. And pop and pop item. With the help of this, we can key value pairs. By specifying key, which key you want to remove key and value pairs. We have to specify the key. Whereas in pop item, the last element will be removed. The last key value pairs will be removed. Okay. To specify pop, we have to give the key. Here we have to give the key. Based on key, the key and value pair will be removed. If you specify the only pop item, we need not to give the any key. Last key and value pairs will be removed. Okay. This is the dictionary operations. And if you want delete the with help of delete keyword, if you want to delete any particular key and value from the dictionary, we can use del dictionary, and suppose dictionary name is person of key. Or we can specify the dictionary name. In this, suppose is a dictionary name, total dictionary will be deleted, including the reference name. To specify the del dictionary and key, that particular key and value pair will be removed. Here will be removed. Here total will be including reference name also. Dictionary reference name also. Let us see that example. Here I want to delete the last name. Del D1 of last name. Okay. To print the dictionary, we don't get the any last name in the dictionary. D1. Okay. The first name we are getting, a mobile you are getting. Last name is missing. Okay. With the help of del keyword, we can delete the particular key and value from the dictionary. If you specify only dictionary name, if you are not specifying any keys, in that case, total dictionary will be deleted, including that reference ID D1. So you are getting the error saying that no name D1 is not defined. If you comment this, we are able to print the dictionary. It is deleting the total dictionary itself. If you uncomment this, we are getting the error D1 is not defined. If you want to only make the elements empty, in that case we can use the clear function. In list also we have the clear function. clear. All the elements but we have dictionary structure is will be there, reference ID, but we have reference ID. Reference ID is there. Reference ID will not be there, deleted. It shows the empty dictionary. If you main difference between the del d1 and the d1 dot clear, it makes the dictionary empty. You don't get like this. No dictionaries name d1 is defined. We get the empty dictionary. This is the empty dictionary. We are getting the empty dictionary. Okay. Guys, 2 minutes, please. Sorry. Let's see the functions. With the help of clear, we can make the list, we can make the empty dictionary, we can make the HP. But in this case, the reference ID will not be deleted. Whereas if you use a del keyword, in that case, total the structure of the dictionary will be deleted, including the reference ID. What we get the keys and values, we have the function keys and values. This it gives the keys, list of keys, values function. It gives the list of values. Okay. Print of d1 dot keys. We are getting the list of keys. To get the values, you have to use the function print t1 dot values. Okay, these are two functions we have in the dictionary to get the list of keys and list of values. Based on this knowledge, let us write a program. Based on this knowledge, let us write a program. Program to search a key in given numbers. Display found if search is successful. Otherwise, print not found. Write a program. To search a key in the given n numbers and display found if the search is successful, otherwise print not found. First, we have to give the n value. N. It represents the how many elements we are accessing. N represents the how many elements we are accessing. How many we are going to access. We're going to create the list of elements. How many in list? How many elements you want to create? In that case, we have to first access the n value that represents the how many elements the list is going to contain. Suppose yeah, we are given the 5, we have to create the list with the 5 elements. Next, we have to enter the 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next, at the 6th element that represents the key. 10. This is the key. key element that we need to check whether it is available or not. Okay. We need to write the program to search a key in the given elements. First, we need to access the n value. With that n value, we need to create the list. Then after the n elements accessing, we have to access the key element. Then we have to check this 10 is available in the list or not. If it is available, we need to print found. Otherwise, we need to print not found. Just type to implement this program. N is called int of input. Enter the n value for creation of list. Okay. If the user has entered the 5, we have to create the list with 5 elements. If the user has entered 10, we have to create the list with 10 elements. Okay. For I in range of n. Then we need to access the one by one element. We need to create the list. Here, first we need to declare the one list with empty. Okay. Here we need to access the element one by one element, add it to the list. Is called int of input. List one dot append. We have seen the append function in the list. It is used to add the element to the list. Okay. Yeah. I'm giving the element. Here I'm accessing the one element. I am adding that element to the list. At the end, if you want to print the list, you can see the home list of elements, what the elements contained in the list. You can see by simply printing the list. You check. Suppose I'm entering 5, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the list is creating. I enter the 5. Is the n elements. I want to create the list with the n elements. Here n is 5. I want to create the list with the 5 elements. Okay, list is created. So if you enter the 6, suppose 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, list is created with the 6 elements. Okay, then next is our program. We need to access the key. Write a program to search a key in the given n elements. We have n elements. we have to access the key value. If the key is available in the list, we need to display keys that is found. Otherwise, we need to display keys not found. After n elements, we have to access the key. Okay, if you are let us remove the printing of list. Key is called int of input. Enter the key to find. If key is key in list 1, then we have to print element is found. Found. Otherwise, we need to print not found. Not found. Okay. First, I am accessing the number of elements. 6, 5, sorry, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. Up to is this, we are able to create the list. Then at the line we are getting the int of input. Six, 5, 4, 6, 7, 3, 2. So this I've entered the n value with n number of elements. I've created a list. Then we need to give a key. If the key is available in the list, we have to print it is available. Element is found. If it is not available, we need to print element is not found. Give the key 3. Put okay, element is found. We are getting the answer. Let us try to execute again. We are giving the element which is not available in the list. We are getting the element is not found. Now let us see the another program. Find the number of positive elements and negative elements and even and odd elements in the list. Write a program to find the number of positive elements, negative numbers, and even and odd elements in the list. Same like this program only, we have to create the list. We have to create the list and we have to write the logic to find the number of positive and negative numbers and even odd numbers. Try to solve this one. Solve this program. I will come back within 5 minutes. I will please try to solve this program. Write a program to find the number of positive elements and negative elements and even odd numbers in the list. Within 5 minutes, I will come back. Anyone has tried this? Write a program to find the number of positive, negative elements, and even odd numbers in the list. Same. Up to this is same. First, we need to access the create the list. First, need to access the n. Then, based on n, we have to create the list. Up to this is same. N, suppose we have entered in here. 6, 7. Okay, I'm creating the list, the number of elements. I need to write the logic to find out the number of positive, number of negative, even and odd elements. Let us write that logic under the for loop only. If list of 1 of I greater than 0 means that is positive. P is equal to P plus 1. Else negative. NE is equal to NE plus 1. Okay. And if it is even, next is the we need to find the even numbers and odd numbers. For that, we need to write logic if list 1 of I modulus of 2 equal to 0 means even. Plus 1. Else odd. At the starting, we need to declare these variables. P is equal to 0. NE is equal to 0. EV is equal to 0. OD okay. Then out of the loop, we need to print the all these. Print number of negative elements. Number of even elements. Number of odd elements. Okay. Three, 4, 5, minus 2, minus 8, minus 9. Number of positive elements, 6. Number of even elements, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, correct only. We don't have any negative elements. Let us try to write this. Sorry. Okay. Number of positive 4, number of negative 2, number of even 3, even 2, 6, 2. These are even, remaining are odd numbers. We are getting correct output only. Okay. Up to now, anyone has any doubts? In the loop itself, we are writing the to check the logic to check the number of positive, number of negative elements. In the loop itself, we are writing. Up to now, anyone has any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask. This update function, append function, first we are declaring the list with empty elements, and we are accessing the with the for loop. I'm accessing the element and adding to the list. This loop is repeating. At first iteration, I is called 0. The loop is repeated up to n. N is the number of elements we are taken from the user. The user is given the n is called 6. 6 time the loop is repeatedly executed to access the element, then add it to the list. Then if the here we are checking the number whether it is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, we are incrementing the p value, that is positive value. First p is called 0. If it is not greater than 0, then that is negative number. I am incrementing the negative value. N I have taken the variable ne is called 0. I am incrementing the ne is called n plus 1. Then I am to check the whether it is even number or odd number. I am using the logic modulus of 2. If we are getting any remainder, that is not even number. If it is we are getting the remainder is 0. J0. Here we are getting the remainder is 0 means that is the even number. So I am incrementing the variable EV. EV is called E plus 1. If it is not even number, then it is an odd number. I am incrementing the variable OD. At the end of the loop, I am printing all these variables. So we get the number of positive numbers, number of negative numbers, number of even numbers, number of odd numbers. If you don't have any doubts, I will leaving the session. Can I? Otherwise, if you want to explain any concept, still I explained so far. If you understand, not understand anything, I will explain that one. అటెండెన్స్ ఆన్లైన్లో రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి అటెండెన్స్ ఏం తీసుకోవట్లేదు. All the sessions are recording, so we need not to take any attendance.